Genius Kids. Cultivating love for learning.
Lesson 11. Soil Erosion and Conservation. Knowledge Acquisition. After completing this chapter, we will be able to know about importance and kinds of soils, formation and composition of soil, the factors causing soil erosion, the methods of soil conservation. Soil is the top layer of the ground where plants grow. It is made up of tiny pieces of rocks, bits of plants and animals, water and air. Soil also contains many microorganisms. Types of soil. Different soils can be found all around the world and they help us to grow food and support many living things. There are mainly three types of soil: sandy soil, clay soil and loam soil. 1. Sandy soil. It is a type of soil that has high proportion of sand particles. It does not hold moisture. Thus, water and all other nutrients flow away with water. Therefore, it needs regular addition of fertilizers. 2. Clay soil. It is a type of soil that contains a high percentage of clay particles. It holds moisture, so it is rich in nutrients. But it forms hard lumps when wet. It also develops cracks in hot weather, causing harm to the roots of the plants. 3. Loam soil. Loam soil is often considered the ideal type of soil for gardening and agriculture. It is also hold moisture and it is also rich in nutrients. It has good qualities of both sandy and clay soil. Importance of soil. Soil is an essential component, along with water and air, for supporting life on earth. It is very useful for us in many ways. Plants need soil to grow and survive. They provide food to all living things. They grow well only in the top soil. Therefore, farmers preserve the top soil for better crops. Animals like snake, rabbit, ant, mole, rat, earthworm, etc. use soil as home. We use soil for making pots, toys and some other works. Formation of soil. Soil formation is a gradual process. It is formed by the breaking down of rocks due to action of wind, water, temperature and microorganism. This is called weathering. It takes thousands of years of constant weathering to form a layer of soil. It is essential for supporting plant growth, sustaining ecosystems, and providing a foundation for agriculture and construction. Composition of soil. Soil consists of a number of components. These include soil particles, gravel, sand, clay, humus, minerals, water, moisture, and air. Various organisms like earthworms, snails, insects, and other microorganisms like bacteria and fungi are also found in soil. Among these, earthworms are very helpful for the soil. They burrow in it, turn it, and thus make it looser. Their movements help to bring the nutrients that are present deeper in the soil to the surface. This improves the fertility of the soil and helps in plant growth. Due to this reason, they are also known as friends of farmers. Besides this, microorganisms like bacteria and fungi also help in the complete breakdown of dead plants and animals. Soil erosion. Soil erosion is the process by which the top layer of soil is removed or displaced by natural forces such as wind, water or human activity. It results in loss of soil fertility, which makes the land unsuitable for farming. This affects the food availability in that particular region. Causes of soil erosion. Soil erosion can be caused by various factors, both natural and human-induced. Some common causes of soil erosion include 1. Wind. When wind blows, it takes away the top layer of soil, leaving the land barren. In desert and semi-desert regions where strong winds blow, a lot of topsoil is carried away. This affects the manures because manure too is blown away. 2. Water. Water causes soil erosion in two ways, due to rain and due to running water bodies. Heavy rain washes the soil and running water takes a lot of soil. Heavy water has a worse effect in hilly regions. Water flows at a great speed down the hills and loosens the particles of soil. This results in washing away of the nutrients-rich soil, making the land barren. Moving water of river removes rock and soil from its bank and causes soil erosion. 3. Grazing animals. Overgrazing by animals like cows, sheep, goats, etc. also causes soil erosion. Sometimes these animals graze on the same field continuously. So the grass cover gets destroyed and soil can be carried away by wind or running water. Poor farming also results in erosion. 4. Human activities. Thousands of trees are cut down to meet the different needs by the man. Falling of trees or deforestation is a major cause of soil erosion. When trees are cut down, the soil becomes loose and it easily carried away. Soil conservation. Soil conservation means taking steps to protect and improve the soil we use for farming, forests, and more. We have learned that how soil is important as a natural resource for sustaining life on the earth. Hence, it is responsibility of mankind to preserve soil and avoid losing it as much as possible. Methods of soil conservation. We cannot stop natural forces like wind and water from causing soil erosion. However, soil can be conserved by controlling the actions of these agents of erosion. Following are the various ways by which soil conservation can be done. 1. By plantation, afforestation. Soil can be conserved by planting grass and plants. It is the cheapest and most effective way of soil conservation. The roots of trees and plants hold the soil firmly and prevent it from being blown away or washed away. If land is not being used for farming, it is good to grow grass on it. The grass covers the top soil and holds it down so that the top layer is not carried away by wind and water. 2. By cover crops. After the crops are harvested, there is a time gap before planting a new crop. To prevent the soil from being blown away, plants, grass, peas, groundnut, etc. are grown on the bare field. This is known as a cover crop. The roots of the cover crop holds the soil from being blown or washed away. 3. By terrace farming. In hilly areas, water flows at a great speed down the hills and loosens the particles of soil. This results in washing away of the nutrients-rich soil, making land barren. To prevent it, slopes are cut into terrace or steps for growing crops. These steps slow down the flow of water. As the water flows down, some soil from one step is left on the next step. Thus, soil is never completely lost. Farming on such slopes is called terrace farming. 4. By bunds. Water of river wash away the soil on their banks. To prevent this, tall mud walls are built on the sides of the rivers. These are called bunds. Bunds act as a barrier between the river and river banks. 5. By avoiding overgrazing. Cattle graze on grass and small plants which cover piece of land. Thus, they expose the top layer and make it prone to erosion. Therefore, cattle should not be allowed to graze the field. To prevent the field, farmers can use wire boundary around the field. 6. By dams and embankments. During the monsoon, many rivers overflow and flood the field. During flood, a great part of topsoil is washed away by rivers. In order to prevent the great loss, dams and embankments are built for checking soil erosion. Making walls of rocks and stones on the banks of river is called embankment. This holds the water between the banks and prevents soil erosion. 7. By trees and grass strips. Planting strips of grass, trees or shrubs around fields, we can make the water from the fields slow down. These strips also work like filters, catching soil, chemicals, and nutrients before they reach the stream. Continuous review. The uppermost layer of the earth is called soil. The soil is the foundation of all life on the earth. Water and all other nutrients flow away with water. The soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks due to action of wind, water, temperature, and microorganism. Factors responsible for soil erosion are rain, moving water, air, overgrazing, and human activities. Soil can be conserved by planting grass and plants. To prevent soil, slopes are cut into terrace or steps. Dams and embankments are built for checking soil erosion. In plains, farmers build fences around the field to prevent soil erosion. Strips of grass, trees or shrubs can be grown around the field to prevent the soil.
Like, share and subscribe.